Hi, I'm Liv. I'm here to tell you about this week's Friday Fabric Features collection. These are the fabrics that will go live tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time on our website at thriftynotion.com. This week is different and special, and we are so excited because we have the fabric collection of Seal Peterson, a fashion designer from Tucson, Arizona. She was a pillar in her community. Her dress shop was established in the 1950s and was in business all the way up through the 90s. She worked there, or at least went there to hold court, well into her 90s. She lived to be 101, and her family has kind of held on to this collection of fabric for quite a while, trying to just decide what to do with it, and finally they decided they were ready to let it go. So we are honored to be able to take a part of this legacy and pass it on to the next generation. Seal did a line called Station Wagon Togs in Tucson in the 50s. This was her desert playwear collection, so very durable cotton fabrics. Arizona is known for copper, cotton, culture, and climate. And she was a genius marketer, so she worked with those industries, copper and cotton, to promote Tucson and its local industry. So cotton was a major player in her collection. All of these fabrics are from like 1951, 1954. A lot of them still have the tags on the rolls, so we know that. We have 4 main types and then a bunch of odds and ends of other things that she used in smaller collections. So we have a ton of corduroy. All of this is cotton. Everything back then, most things back then, were milled on a 36-inch loom. So all of these are 36 inches wide, so you need to keep that in mind, but you cannot find this quality anymore. Most of these were made in the United States. There are some mill flaws and things like that that you need to watch out for, similar to some of the fabrics you see coming out of India today. Just keep an eye out. We are also keeping an eye out as we cut things, but what we can tell you is that many of them, because they came on rolls like this, they've been stored this way for 70 years. So the ends of the rolls where the selvages are have been sitting on shelves and sitting on floors and getting dusty. So more than likely your fabric will have a little bit of discoloration on the selvage, but that should be it. Possibly some small flaws here and there, but we are trying to keep an eye out for that. You may want to order just a little bit extra to make sure that you'll have enough. Also, with that narrower width, your patterns are not going to be correct because most patterns don't tell you what to do with 36-inch wide fabric. So unless they're vintage patterns, I suppose. All right. The 4 main types of fabric that we have are a chambray, a sateen, corduroy. We also have some lightweight denim. I'm going to start with the denim. This is a twill woven denim. It looks like denim. It is a lightweight denim, so you can see the drape on this is pretty fluid for denim. Still good for all the things you use denim for. Great for kids' clothes, shorts, dresses, all of the wonderful things. You can see this is a pretty narrow width fabric. Great drape, and it is a little slubby. They don't make fabric like this anymore. There's like this gorgeous slubby texture to it. Beautiful cotton fabric. This isn't all of the colors. We have it in like 4 or 5 different colors. So we have kind of a classic blue, there's sort of a gray color. And we have this beautiful golden yellow, kind of a marigold, and a kind of caramely brown. Really lovely. Next up, we have a couple of sateens. We think these are either rayons or rayon blends. They do have quite a bit of drape to them. So we have kind of a charcoal stripe and a brown stripe. I will say this brown is kind of odd. In certain light, it almost looks mauve. Something to be aware of, but it is brown. Let me show you. You can see there's just like this very fluid drape on this. That's rayon. Let me pull a little piece out for you here. This is a heavy bolt. So all the suit sort of things, slacks, some nice wide leg slacks out of this would be really pretty. Also shirt dresses, skirts, anything dressy, vests would be very nice out of this. Button-up blouse, also gorgeous. Really lovely fabric, really feels good on the skin. It's opaque, like you can't see through this. This is just a very sturdy fabric. Okay, then there's the chambrays. And we're not even really sure. Chambray is probably the closest thing to call this. We have a range of colors and it has these rainbow speckles in it. This, again, you can't find fabric like this anymore. Beautiful, beautiful cotton. Slubby texture, slubby little speckles. Lovely drape, feels wonderful. It's only gonna get softer as you wash it. It's really gorgeous. I would like to tell you that we did test wash a bunch of swatches from all of this, just because, 70 years old, you wanna make sure it's still in good shape. It has been stored in the desert, so it's been in dry storage, no mildew or any issues like that, no pests. It's really been in good shape and stored extremely well. And after test washing, we have found no issues. So we're just really, really excited to be able to let this fabric finally go out and be something. It's just been waiting forever. So there's your gorgeous speckled chambray. All right, the corduroy. We have essentially a full rainbow of corduroy. This is just a little bit. I think we have 15 to 18 different colors of corduroy. So it is a pinwheel corduroy, meaning it is little narrow tiny baby whales. Whales are the ridges in the corduroy. Let me see if I can get this to open up. It is kind of a lighter weight corduroy. You can see. Great for all the things corduroy is great for. I love it for kids' clothes. It's nice and durable and it's comfortable. Great for shorts. You can use it for home deck. We were even talking, we're going to have a lot of scraps because, the first wrap around the roll of fabric is usually in pretty bad shape just due to being dragged around for so long. So we're going to have a whole bunch of scraps, and we were saying how great it would be to have a quilt made out of this. Very versatile. All of these different fabrics are pretty similar in weight, so they work really well together if you wanted to do some sort of patchwork. I'm guessing we will probably have quite a few bundles of offcuts from all of this, just because the quantity we have is enormous. Big giant rolls of corduroy, so super exciting. Here's the drape. I'm just excited to see what everybody makes. I'm so thrilled to get this stuff out of storage and out into the world and see what everybody makes with it. Just to let you know, this collection not only will be a Friday Features collection, but we will have a whole separate collection just for Seal Peterson. It will say Seal Peterson right at the top of our homepage if you want to click on that and just look at the things we got from her. It's quite a collection, really lovely, and some of the other kind of smaller cuts of more interesting prints, wovens, just kind of fun, different fabrics. Let me grab a stack real quick. These sorts of things will also be in that collection. So you can see they're just smaller pieces. A lot of them are as is, just because they did not get stored as well. They got faded. Just things happen over the decades. So we're going to tell you all about the condition, what's wrong with it. We'll mark them down if they have problems. Check all the listings, read them very carefully. This is very old fabric, but it's so good. We just had to share it. And a lot of it, in spite of its flaws, is still well worth using for a project. So keep an eye on that Seal Peterson banner on the homepage. These fabrics will move off of the Friday Features page after a couple of weeks, but they will still be available in that Seal Peterson collection on the homepage. All right, that's it. Happy sewing.